Hi guys, I'm Emmanuel Oshiale from PISA Training and Business College. In this tutorial, I'm going to show us how to configure our Cisco IP phones. So let's get started with the connection of our IP phone to our computer and to the switch. So I'll use a straight through cable, connect my PC and fast it to the switch, and on the IP phones I put it on the PC and then take another cable from my IP phone switch board to the switch, and from my IP phone switch port. Okay, so now I'll go to my switch to configure my switch. So I'll configure my switch. So let's start by configuring a switch. Let's enable and config T. It means stands for configure terminal. It takes us to our global mode. Let's create VLAN 2. Let's name it voice, and let's name it VLAN 4. Name. Let's call it sales. Yeah. Okay. Now the interface range 0/127 and then search port access VLAN. Let's put them on VLAN 4. Switch port access VLAN 4 and switch port access. Let's switch port voice VLAN 2. Okay, now the interconnection between switch and switch is trunk. So we have to configure trunk, and this connection is interconnection between our switch and our switch here. So a switch is connected to the other switch and port 8. So we set interface F0/8 and switch port mode access. So switch port mode trunk. Switch port mode trunk. Okay, now let's go to the switch and configure all the ports on the switch to be running as trunk. Okay. Okay, so we've configured that one already, but okay, this is just the configuration for that. You put interface range F0/1-3 and then use a switch port mode access, switch port mode trunk. Okay, so let's close. So let's go to the router. Let's make this router our DHCP router, and okay, let's make this our DHCP router. Okay, let's name it DHCP router. So let's go to our CLI. In the CLI, say no, enable and config T to go to our global mode. Then let's name it host name DHCP. Then the dynamic host configuration protocol, it assigns IP address to the client automatically. So let's call it host DHCP. So this is our DHCP router. So let's start our configuration. Well, so the interface F0/0. Let's turn on the port. So no shutdown. Okay, to change the administrative configuration. So now interface F0/0.2, enter, and encapsulation dot 1Q 2. Okay, let's put the IP address. That one. That's 10. Dot 1 is 255. Dot 0 and enter. And then interface F0 slash 0. Dot 4. Enter. Anchor. Solution. Dot 1Q. 4. Billion 4. IP address 192.168.20.1 specs 255 that's 0. Okay, so now we can start creating our DHCP. We can configure, let's configure our DHCP now. So we say IP DHCP excluded dash address 192.10.1 space 192.168.10.4 in the center, and let's that is IP DHCP excluded address 92.168. That's 20. One is 190.168 20.4. Okay, fine. Okay, we've excluded our IP address. Now we have to create our DHCP pool. So let's create a pool for voice and for sales. So we say IP DHCP pool voice, enter, network 92.168.10.0 specs 255.255.255.0 enter, and network address for the voice, and now our default router, which will be our default gateway, default that's router before slash hyphen router, and number 192.168.10.1 enter, and with the option. Okay, let's get our DNS this server, make it 10.10.10.2 enter, and option 150 IP 192.168.10.1. Okay, fine, we're done with this. Let's create a pool for our sales. IP, okay, let's exit IP DHCP pool sales, say network 192.168.20.0 space 255.255.0 enter, and there's a default hyphen router, and let's put that default gateway, which is 192.168.20.1 enter, and our DNS server, it's 10.10.10.2 enter, and option 150 option 150 IP 192.168. That's 20. Enter. Okay. So let's go and turn on our IP phones after we've configured our DHCP. So to check our DHCP, we can simply put do show running. Okay, can you see the IP addresses that we excluded from 192.168.10.1 and 192.168.20.1 to 192.168.20.4. So, and this is IP DHCP pool voice, and then here under there, can you see for the sales? This is sales. This is for sales. This is network, the default gateway, the options, and the DNS, and for voice options, DHCP, default gateway, and the DNS server. Okay, so let's quickly go back and go turn on our IP phones. Let's go turn on our IP phones. So click here. Yes. Oh, it's coming on now there. There you go. Okay. Okay. Able. So let's go to the computers and see. So we go to desktop. Yeah. DHCP. Wow, nice. Our DHCP server has assigned the IP address for computers. Okay. 20.1. Let's go to the next one. Wow. Nice. Our DHCP server is working, is assigning automatic IP address to our computers automatically, because that's why we click on DHCP here. If you want to use static, that you assign it manually, use static, but we're using DHCP because we configure our router to be our DHCP server. So let's click here. Let's assign IP address. Wow. Okay. Okay, so let's do the same thing with our printer as well. Let's go to config and use DHCP. Okay, nice. Okay, so but our IP phones are not working yet, so we need to so now we have to configure our UME router. So let's go to our UME router and yeah, so say no and enable config T, and now interface F0/0. Let's turn it on. Okay, now interface F0.2, enter, and then say configuration. Capsulation 1Q2, yeah, IP interface f0.4, then encapsulation .4, and let's put the IP address. Okay, fine. Now we need to configure our IP phones. Now let's exit, and now we start by saying telephony, yes, so yes, okay, then say max dash DN 10 max dash ephone max dash ephone 10, yes, so IP source dash address 192.168.10.1 255.255.255.0 IP source 192.168.10.1. Sorry, excuse me. Input port 2000, not the 255.255.255. Okay, then you put port 2000. Okay, you with me? So then you say ephone dash DN 1, press enter, and put the number 2001, and enter. So let's do for all the ePhones. ePhone 2 number, we're giving numbers to each and every phone now. Therefore, we're assigning phone numbers to all of them. 2002 ePhone 3 number 2003. For ePhone 4 number 2004, and for ePhone 5 number 2005, for ePhone 6 number 2006. We have ePhone 7, we have 7 ePhones, right? 7, and 2007. Okay, so now we need to, if we check now, at the moment you see that our ePhones don't have IP address yet. So let's quickly configure our ePhone's IP address, and now we'll give them button. So we'll say ePhone 1, say number 1 button 1 for ePhone 1. Another button, excuse me, button, not number, button 1. Okay, yes, now iPhone 1 just receive IP address 192.168.10.9. so let's go for iPhone 2, nice, and now button 2, let's see. So let's do for iPhone 3, and then the button 1.3. let's do for iPhone 2 and iPhone 3 just receive 11 and 5. So let's do for iPhone 4, and button 1 column 4, and and now ephone 5. Let's do for ephone 5. ephone 5, that button 1.5, and then let's do for ephone 6. ephone 6, and then okay, I think we have 7 earphones, right? ephone 7, and let's put the number for ephone 7, and then button for ephone 7. Yeah, okay. So now all our earphones now, they all have IP addresses. Can you see? It says IP address ephone 2. Here it says ephone 4. ephone 4 IP address is 192.168.10.8. socket 2 device type phone as registered. Okay, so our phones are registered now, and let's see if we can make call with the earphones, with our earphones. Let's see if we can make calls with our earphones. Okay, let's just turn on the port between the server and the router. So what's the IP address here? 10.10.2 and then 10.10. What was the DNS? Let's check our DNS address, because I just assigned this one. So let's work with that DNS address that we have here. We have, okay, 10.10.2, 10.10.10.2. okay, that's the DNS address. So we can make it 10.10. oh wow, nice. 10.10.1. oh wow, okay, perfect. Okay, so we just need to turn it on. Let's turn on the port here. Okay, we can exit. Interface F0/1, IP address 192, excuse me, 10.10.10.1 space 255.255.0. okay, so no shut to turn the port on, no shut. Okay, so there's communication between our server and our router now, and our IP phones, Okay, so let's quickly try to make call from one of our IP phones. Yeah, so let's log into these IP phones and let's go to the GUI. Okay, this is IP phone 2007, and let's see the other IP phone here. Let's check this IP phone at this end here, GUI. Okay, this is IP phone 2003. So let's call IP phone 2003 from IP phone 2007 to see if our configuration is working properly. 223, and now, okay, it says ring out. It means our call is ringing. So let's close and go to IP phone 223 and see. Can you see? It says the phone is ringing. Can you see? The phone is ringing. The phone is ringing. It means our configuration is working. It's up and running. This is amazing, guys. Can you see the phone ringing here? So if I want to answer, once I pick it up, it says connected. It means I'm connected to the other to IP phone with the number 2007. Can you see? It says from IP phone 2007. So so just say hello, hi, how are you, dude? How you doing? So okay, let's check the other phone and see. It's now connected. So now it's connected. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I hope you really enjoy this video. This is my first video on the YouTube, and my name is Emmanuel again Oshiale from PC Training and Business College, Troy Campus, Johannesburg. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.